In this video, we will learn about the slope of a line. The slope is a measure of the steepness of a line. Therefore, it is the rise divided by the run, or the difference in y, or the delta y, divided by the difference in x, or the delta x. So the formula for the slope is, let's say you're given 2 points P1 and P2. The slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. For example, find the slope of a line that goes through the points 1, 2, and 3, 5. So we use the formula for the slope, and we simply substitute the given x1, y1, and x2, y2 into the formula. y2 here, this is 0.1 and this is 0.2. So y2 is 5 minus y1 is 2 divided by x2 is 3 minus x1 is 1. So 5 minus 2 is 3 and 3 minus 1 is 2. Therefore, the slope is 3/2. Now let's consider 4 cases of slope. If the line is leaning to the right, the slope of the line is positive. So this line is leaning to the right. Therefore, its slope is positive. If the line is leaning to the left, the slope is negative. This line is leaning to the left, so its slope is negative. The slope of a horizontal line is 0. Remember that. If you have a horizontal line, the slope is 0. Again, given a horizontal line, you have to remember that the slope is 0. Now, the slope of a vertical line is undefined. So, this vertical line has an undefined slope. Another way of finding the slope of a line is using the slope-intercept form of the equation of a line. Now we can write the equation of a line into the slope-intercept form by simply isolating y on one side. So we get the expression y equals mx plus b. Now in this form, m is the slope. Okay, now take note that m is the coefficient of x. Sorry, that should be coefficient of x, or the number multiplied to x. For example, what is the slope of the line y is equal to negative 3x minus 8? We know that, this equation of the line is already in the slope-intercept form because y is isolated on one side. And we know that in the slope-intercept form, the coefficient of x, or the number multiplied to x, is the slope. Therefore, the slope is negative 3. Let's consider some problems on finding the slope of a line. First, what is the slope of a line that goes through negative 1, 2, 0.1, and 5, 8.2? Since we are given 2 points, we have to use the formula for slope. So m is y2, that's 8 minus x2, that is 2, rather y2, that is 2, divided by x2, that is 5, minus x1, that is negative 1. 8 minus 2 is 6. Okay, we know that negative times negative is positive, so this is actually 5 plus 1, so that is 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1, therefore the slope is 1. What is the slope of a line that goes through the origin? We know that the origin is a point. It is represented by the xy values 0, 0, and the point 2, 3, 6. Okay, again we're given 2 points, so we use the formula, the formula for slope. So y2, that is 6, minus, again origin is 0, 0, so y2 is 0, divided by x2 is 3, minus x1 is 0 from the origin. Now 6 minus 0, 6. 3 minus 0, 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So the slope is 2. Next problem. What is the slope of a line that goes through -3, 0 and 5, 0? We are given 2 points, yes? So we can use the formula for slope. So this is this is the second point, or point 2. So y2 is 0 minus y1 is 0 divided by x2 is 5 minus x1 is -3. 0 minus 0 is 0. Again, negative times negative is positive. So this is 5 plus 3. So that is 8. Now, and 0 divided by any number, of course, is 0. So the slope is 0. Now, I hope you still remember that the slope is 0 if and only if the line is horizontal. So let's check if these 2 points form a horizontal line. If we try to plot the point -3, 0, that is somewhere here on the left. Now 5, 0, since both numbers have 0 as the y values, 5, 0 is directly to the right of -3, 0. So indeed, the 2 points form a horizontal line. Therefore, it is correct that the slope is equal to 0. So remember, the slope of a horizontal line is 0. Next problem. What is the slope of a line that goes through 0, 1 and 0, 7? Since we are given 2 points, we can use the formula for slope. So this is the second point. y2 is 7 minus y1 is 1. x2 is 0 minus x1 is also 0. Simplify. 7 minus 1 is 6. 0 minus 0 is 0. Okay, now any number divided by 0 is undefined. So the slope is undefined. And we know that that is the case only when the line is a vertical line. So let's check if these 2 points form a vertical line. Let's start with 0, 1. 0, 1, if we plot that is somewhere here below. And 0, 7, since both points have x as since both points have 0 as the x values, 0, 7 is somewhere directly above 0, 1. Therefore, the 2 points form a vertical line. And yes, we have to remember that the slope of a vertical line is undefined. Next problem. What is the slope of the line y is equal to -2x plus 7? Now, since this equation is already in the slope-intercept form because y is isolated, we know that the slope, which is the coefficient of x, is equal to -2. Okay, lastly, we have to find the slope of the line 9x minus 3y is equal to 6. Now, since this equation is not yet in the slope-intercept form, we have to isolate y in order to rewrite the equation into the slope-intercept form. So to do that, well, we have here the original equation. Okay, to isolate this y term, we have to transpose 9x to the other side. So what's left on the side is -3y. On the right side, 9x becomes -9x, then we copy plus 6. To completely isolate y, we have to divide both sides of the equation by -3. So we are left with y on the side equal to -9x divided by -3 is 3x. And positive 6 divided by -3 is -2. So yeah, this equation is now in the slope-intercept form, and we know that This number that is multiplied to x, or the coefficient of x, is the slope. Therefore, the slope of the line is equal to 3. If you have any question, please leave a comment.